Hey yo, it's a big money review.
Morbius is a 2022 film set in the cinematic universe of Sony, Marvel, Venomverse, dark anti-hero thing. It's more of a horror action adventure film directed by Daniel Espinosa. I'm not saying that correctly. If you don't know any of his films, he did Safe House with Ryan Reynolds and Denzel Washington. It stars actors such as Matt Smith, Jared Leto, also, I'm going to ruin her name, Andrea Arjona. If you don't recognize her, she was in such films and TV shows such as Six Underground or Emerald City. And True Detective, she was Emily in that. So, Michael Morbius, not Morpheus, Morbius.
Morpheus, Dorpheus, Morpheus, go eat some walruses, orifices, porridges.
Essentially has a rare disease that he's trying to cure. But things go awry as he takes this new route with bats in order to cure the disease that him and his friend have. Morbius is a dark film, and not just because of the horror elements, but also because of the lighting and the cinematography. It shot a lot at night, which doesn't help because the characters are often not wearing very distinct colors. There are times where you can definitely tell the difference between the two, but regularly you can't. And I feel like that hurts the film. The special effects are run of the mill. They seem to try to have it almost feel comic booky, as there's certain times where they will slow down something and you're like, that would be cool drawn. Portrayed in live action, it doesn't really give it life. And you can see moments like where the Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of does that, like in Civil War, when you see like the two are kind of like coming at each other. But here, it's the fights don't feel as stupendous as you would. You definitely see better vampire fights. There's Underworld, Blade. It tries to be this quick and fluid thing, but because of how too fluid it is, it often just seems like to just mash up together and just create a big splash. The acting in this is good. Jared Leto is definitely more restrained, playing a more charismatic, but oftentimes kind of tragic person, which he's done before. Have you ever seen, Requiem for Redemption? I'm definitely not getting that name right. I forgot the name of the movie. It's alright. This film isn't super crazy. It's predictable at times. Will you have a good time watching it? Probably not. Maybe. It's not where it's like Venom, where Venom was like, it's so bad that it's good. This is more, we've been here before. If this movie was made 10 years ago, I feel like we'd have a better chance. But seeing how we're so flooded with superhero movies and things in this genre, you're not even, let's take away the superhero element of it, right? Let's take the whole horror vampire element into it and trying to make it this dark hero, but you don't feel as sympathetic to these characters. Like I said earlier, it's predictable. There's potential here. It's kind of like you are going on a road trip and you're hungry. You're on a road trip, you're hungry, and you stop at a gas station. And you're looking around, looking at snacks. You see all these snacks, but you don't quite just want some. You don't want a snack because you want something a little more heavier, right, in your stomach, something more sustainable than just hot Cheetos. And you see, yeah, they got tacos. Now, better judgment would say never eat gas station tacos. But you're like, I'm hungry. You know, I like tacos. So you go and you see they got fish tacos. Now, better judgment will have you be like, we shouldn't do this. You should not eat this here. But it looks actually fresh. It's like in a good container. You know, the seal's not broken. It's not past the expiration date. You're like, I like tacos. I like fish tacos. So I'm going to eat it. And you buy it. And then you eat it. And then it's just like, huh. Okay. You definitely had better. You're better fish tacos, but it didn't give you the runs. So you're happy about that. So you're happy it didn't give you the runs. But like, if someone more authentic made this would be so much better. And that's how I feel about this film. I think that there's potential within the film to have it be more tragic, to have it be more connected to the characters. Because if you're not familiar with Morbius, he's essentially the living vampire, right? Yeah. Essentially, living vampire. So he's a guy who has this rare disease who wants to cure it and cure it for people that have it like him. And he, like any scientist, is willing to go to above and beyond, right, to cure this for not only himself but others. So he's inherently a good guy, but everything goes to crap. And there's a lot more to it. There's elements that could have been more put together in this fish taco. There's some missing elements where you're just like, it needed this and this. And maybe just a little bit more love. And it's not the fish's fault, right? The fish is fine. But there's a lot of the other ingredients that mix up the taco that you need it to be a great taco. That's how I feel about that. That's how I think. So, I'm going to give this a rating at gas station fish taco that doesn't give you the runs out of 10. Like always, like, subscribe, comment on what you think of Morbius. Like always, you are a human being and you are loved. And like always, until we meet again.
Here's a little extra. I want to drink your blood. Best believe you don't think I'm ready. Best believe you better think I'm ready. I want that blood bit like spaghetti. I want that blood bit like spaghetti. Best believe, bud, put that work. Better put it come up from the dirt. Yes, believe come up from the dirt. Best believe I'm about to put that work. Yeah, bitch, I want that blood. I'ma drink it. When you think you running, what you think? Why are you running? Yes, bitch. Bitch, you looking at me like I'm scary. You better do something, yeah, dare me. Wanna drink your blood, yeah, I'm scary. Taste your blood, bitch, is you Aries? Is you a Aries? Is you Aries? I'm seriously, bitch, you Aries. I know it seems like I'm pretty scary, but seriously, bitch, you are Aries.